What does it take to actually get out here and start closing some consistent wholesale real estate deals? How many calls? How many texts? What about the staff? What about all of the intangibles? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hit that like button for me now, and without further ado, let's get right on into it.
Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a...
All right, guys, let's get started. I'm gonna try to keep this short, simple, and straight to the point while we get out here and enjoy some of this beautiful weather out here, guys. So to get started, when it comes to cold calling, I would recommend try to get in about 400 to 500 calls per day. You can usually get that done in about 4 hours using a triple line dialer like Mojo Dialer. If you're going to be doing some text messaging, I recommend using REI Reply. Try to send out about 400 or more text per day. You can usually drip that out over the course of like 8 hours in a day, 50 text per day, nice and simple. Now, if you're gonna go with direct mail, I would recommend sending out about 2,500 mailers every 2 weeks, every month, basically. So, you know what I'm saying, 2 times a month, and keep those going pretty consistently. A lot of times with direct mail, you may have to do that for a few months before you really start seeing some good results. I would recommend checking out REI Print Mail for your direct mail needs. Now, when it comes to Google ads, I would recommend that you all try to have about a minimum of 50, but preferably about $100 or more a day budget for Google ads. You really want to get out there and be able to compete. Now, if you're running a more JV-centric business, then you're going to want to be reaching out to about 10 to 20 wholesalers per day to get the best results. If you're working with on-market properties, then you're going to want to be making about 3 to 4 offers a day with agents. Now, in terms of staff members needed to get some consistent deals, I recommend having 2 virtual assistants that each work 4 hours per day. That allows for each cold caller or texter to stay as fresh as possible and neither of them to get burnt out too early in a day. Now, in terms of hiring VAs, I would be willing to pay up to $7 an hour for a virtual assistant. And also, if you want to check out where I get my virtual assistants from, definitely check out the link down below. Now, if you're going to be hiring disposition or acquisition managers, I recommend paying them either $500 a week plus a 5 to 15% commission, or pay them only 15 to 30% commission out of every deal that they help you close on. People with previous wholesaling experience a lot of times can be a great resource when it comes to acquisition and disposition managers, or just in general, people that have experience in real estate tend to get a better job done than someone that you have to kind of train from scratch. So consider looking in some Facebook real estate related wholesaling groups, or put an ad on Indeed to actually find yourself an acquisition manager. In terms of the intangibles, one thing that you're going to need is time. It takes time to get these deals done, guys. Like, if you're willing to go put in 8 to 12 hours for another man, you damn sure better be willing to put in some time for your own business. Another thing is money. It's not free to get out here and get consistent deals out here. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be putting in the work, and typically you've got to be putting in the money. I recommend having a budget from somewhere about $700 to $1,200 per month or more. Anything more than that is kind of just gravy on top. Now, next, you've really got to be obsessed out here. You can't just be part-time doing this or kind of hopefully maybe wanting to get deals. You've got to be obsessed. You've got to wake up every single day hungry to get out here and get these deals. You've got to be thinking about it, dreaming about it, sleeping about it, telling everybody you know about wholesaling. That's the energy that you got to have. And then lastly, you've got to focus on the fundamentals, guys. I talk about this all the time. There's 5 pillars of your business, and if you can see your business through these pillars, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to tinker with things to get better results. Pillar number 1 is going to be knowledge. You've got to actually understand what you're doing out here. Pillar number 2 is going to be relationships. You've got to know the title companies, the other wholesalers, the agents in the market. Pillar number 3 is going to be volume. You've got to actually be reaching out to enough people to have a realistic shot at closing some deals. Next is going to be consistency. You can't be part-time with this stuff. You've got to be doing it all the time. No days off, no weeks off, no months off. Be consistent. And lastly, you've got to be tracking, analyzing, and organizing every single lead that comes into your business so you're not letting leads slip through the cracks. All right, I'm not sure what happened to the ending of the rest of the footage that I had, but it's all good, guys. I hope that you all appreciate the value in this video. If y'all did, man, make sure that y'all smack that like button for me. And also, if y'all want to see more videos like this one, I'm breaking down the nuts and bolts of the wholesaling business, showing y'all how to get out here and really start dominating, definitely check out this video right here. And until next time, guys.